here for work? Get an axe and bring me all the wood you can chop.
Got business at the stables? Work hard for the future and leave the past be. That's my motto. Been about 8 years now. I used to be a mercenary, but one trip to Ravenscar Hollow, sure about that. There's hag ravens in that cave and talons like daggers. They'll open your bowels quick as you wink if you let them get close. A creature like that'll make a man think long and hard about what he wants out of life. That's what I'm here for. What are you offering? Walking never hurt nobody. If you change your mind, I'll be here. If you're heading up to Solitude, you should stop to check out the view on your way. It's a good one.
Wait, I know you.
Got lots of things to take care of. What do you need?
Please address all questions to the steward, Folk Firebeard.
Do you have business with the court? Of course he does. What sort of a question is that? Maybe you've been listening to Eriker. There's been loose talk among some of the Banes, and I suspect he's the cause of it. You'll pay those rumors no heed if you wish to retain your welcome in this city. She may be young, but Elisif is the Jarl by right. And here in Skyrim, if nothing else, we respect the traditions of our fathers' fathers. You'd do well to remember that. You mean the Dragon Bridge issue? I'll be honest with you, I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work. Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
The Imperials are good for business, and business is good for Skyrim.
Thane Bryling, at your service.
Do you have business with the court?
Oh, hello. Just tidying up.
Wait.
Oh.
I know you.
All right, hand over your valuables, or I will gut you like a fish. Nice try, but you do not scare me. I am not going to ask again. Don't you walk away from me. Never should have come here.
Talos guide you. His blessing on you.
Someone do something. I'll kill you if I have to.
Somebody help!
You're a disgrace to your own kind.
No!
Oh,
That the best you can do?
Those fools are actually fighting. My money's on the big one.
Someone do something.
Someone do something! You have committed crimes against Skyrim. Last mistake. Last mistake. Last mistake. With your blood.
does the Dragonborn do once he's been summoned by the Graveyards? Can the fool be taught, like any skill?
Yes?
You're that one from the college. Heard about you. hands to yourself, sneak thief.
Lots of nasty holes in the reach, and Blind Cliff Cave is one of them. A filthy hog-raven nest northeast of here.
I've got a lot of respect for the restoration.
Cool. Skyrim could use a lot more heroes.
I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. He'll do. You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess. This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Wayland and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me. She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silverblood Inn. He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have a job down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Wayland, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers. She's not from Markarth. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silverblood Inn. Yes, it all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who was in the Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far. And then I got married. Have a child of my own on the way. I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why. They're remnants of the old rulers of Markarth, natives of the Reach, followers of the old ways. The Nords drove them out of the city, Ulfric Stormcloak and his men. That was about 20 years ago. But somehow they're still here, and they're killing people. Be careful who you talk to.
The law in Markarth, and it's off to Cindha Mine with you.
You're closing the stall. That's fine. We're not fighting, we're just... Why don't I get you something to eat?
Bloodiest beef in the
Mama
reach.
and Papa will talk later.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Thanks again for helping reopen the East Empire Company. Gonna have them import me some of that aged bread and cheese.
You should see that orc over in Understone Keep. Have him forge you some new armor.
You have strength to wine. You have strength to smelt.
trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you, friend?
Warrens ain't for you. Trust me. The Warrens isn't a place for your type. What do you want? I can show you a few things, but anyone asks, and my name never comes up. Understand? It's where you go when you can't afford a room anywhere else. About the time they opened the mines, someone got the idea to throw beds in here. Laborers, the sick, the lame, we're all here. That's right. Welcome to Markarth, traveler. Thank the divines you can choose to live somewhere else. Oh yes, I know everyone who sleeps in the Warrens. Kind of the one who passes the keys around. I guess someone else will be taking his room now. Sorry, but you don't exactly belong here. Trust is hard to come by here. But all right. All right then.
No one wants to. Don't know anyone here who doesn't have rattles or ataxia.
You've been digging around where you don't belong. It's time you learned a lesson. You'll listen to this. Come on, let's see what you're made of. I'll fix you good. Gods, no. I'm gonna kill you. That's your best, huh? Oh, enough! This ends now! You're good as dead! You mangy piece of pit bait. I was sent by Nepos the Nose. The old man hands out the orders. He told me to make sure you didn't get in the way. That's all I know, I swear. They don't like us talking to them.
I oversee Markarth's smelter. Worker gets out of line, I get him back in line.
Fancy yourself an alchemist, hmm? Never could get the hang of it. Got to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
I'm gonna be a silversmith one day, like my mother and father.
I work silver, like my father, and his father before him.
The bloodiest beef in the Reach.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms. This is the
There's no shipments coming in, so I do nothing.
If I can't get you something, I'm sure my wife will bellow at me until I can. Ah, yes. Rented the nicest room we had for a whole month. Best we all forget about her. Bad luck to talk about the dead in Markarth.
You want a drink?
Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth.
Depends. Are you thirsty, hungry, both?
Days come and gone, for the age of aggression is just about done.
Another
I should
drink,
remind
Cossack.
Clever to clean this
A
place
porter with
up.
Arnleif and Sons deserves nothing but the finest here.
All your drinks are watered down, Clever. You aren't fooling me, and you know Lisbeth can't afford to pay me.
Can't believe I'm posted here. Even the beds are made of stone.
The finest jewelry in all of Markarth.
Want a cut of venison or what?
Why are you bothering me, kinsman? Then you're talking to the wrong man. You want that elf in the keep, Calcimo. The only thing I'll tell you about Markarth is to stay out of our business. We have enough around here without some outsider causing trouble. I should get back to work. Money doesn't count itself.
Excuse me. What's your business here? We haven't been expecting you, and the old man needs his rest. Come back some other time.
It's okay, my dear. Send him.
Yes, Nepos. You heard him. Go on in.
I'm sorry about my housekeeper. She's a little protective of me. Now what is it you want? Now what is it you want? Ah, yes. You've proven to be a real bloodhound. Well, You've sniffed me out. I've been playing this game for almost 20 years, sending the young to their deaths, all in the name of the Forsworn. And I'm tired. So tired. Because my king told me to. Madanach. When the uprising fell at the hands of the Nords, they threw him in the mines. I don't know how, but he lives. I get his messages, and I hand out his orders without question. My dear boy, what makes you think you're getting out of here alive? You were seen coming in. The girl at the door is a Forsworn agent masquerading as a maid. You aren't the first one to have gotten this far. You won't be the last. He is the King in Rags, a man who once held all the Reach within his grip. He stokes the passions of the downtrodden in this city, directs them to kill the enemies of the Forsworn in our name. All from inside Cindha Mine, a Nord prison. The irony is quite thick. Markarth and the Reach are our lands. That is why we are the Forsworn. We cannot claim the home that is rightly ours. But then, during their war with the Elves, we had our moment. We drove the Nords out of the Reach in a great uprising. Then Ulfric and his men came. Those of us who didn't run were executed, except for myself, my king, and a handful of others. I'm sorry, but you're not leaving.
Cry now?
There's a small skeever den just east of the city, at Reachwater Rock.
The finest jewelry in all of Markarth.
Oh, did you need something? Yes.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms. Frobby, our customer needs a drink.
Too lazy to give him a drink yourself.
This is the Silverblood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself. Of course, but I can't just hand that over. Privacy, after all.
We'll take back our home. Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings, on the day of your death. We'll
Right. You adventuring types would never go into a room just to steal everything.
The children of Skyrim, and we fight all our lives
All right, I don't want any trouble. It's yours.
You want a drink?
Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth.
Yes. Rented the nicest room we had for a whole month. Best we all forget about her. Bad luck to talk about the dead in Markarth. I should remind Klepper to clean this place up.
You. I've seen you snooping around, asking questions. Back off. You don't want to know what happens to troublemakers here. You're finding it. That's bad enough. This is your last warning, outsider. But keep the peace here. Stay out of our business.
Did you need something? Of course you do.
You've been warned, outsider.
Outsiders.
The Treasury House is really just for patrons of the Silverblood family. You don't belong here.
You just let old Nana know if you need anything. All right, dear?
I'm married to Thonar Silverblood. Keep that in mind while you're speaking to me.
I'm just a servant. Don't pay me any mind. I'm afraid he's asked not to be disturbed. He has important business. No, he isn't. Go. Go right ahead then. Don't let me keep you. For one, the landowners of the Reach. It goes without saying that they rely heavily on us for our silver and support. All the miners, farmers, and laborers in the Reach get their daily wages through us. Nepos the Nose handles that part of our business. He has a way with the workers. You want Thonar Silverblood. He handles all the family business. If you're here to talk politics, though, you'd want his brother, Thongvor. He spends most of his time in Understone Keep. It's an old family, very well respected throughout the Reach. The Silverbloods run nearly all the lands in this hold, as well as the local inn. And of course they own Cindha Mine, the finest prison and source of silver in Skyrim. I have records I need to tend to.
You just let old Nana know if you need anything. Oh, I've worked in the Treasury House for almost 20 years.
I'm married to Thonar Silverblood. Keep that in mind while you're speaking to me. My husband Thonar handles all our family's business. He's an important man. He's the real head of this family. He may not be the eldest, but all the work that keeps us respected is handled by my Thonar. My dear Vagrant, we're the only family worth knowing in Markarth. We own everything in this city, even the jail. And guess who owns the Silver Blood Inn? Not that we named it that. The people just insisted. Yes, I was bored talking to you anyway.
I'm just a servant. Working in the Treasury House isn't so bad. I earn good money. What?
I work for the Silver Bloods, help clean.
Blood and silver, friend. Blood and silver.
You just let old Nana know if you need anything. All right, dear?
I've got your back. I will remain on guard here.
What are you doing here? I told them no visitors. The Imperial agent. That's right, I knew. How many dogs is the Empire going to send after me? This is my business. My city. You Empire lovers should learn to stay out of it. Now get out! What? By the gods, Betrin!
Who's that?
What was that?
This should be...
You can't beat me!
I can still put up with that.
Must have scared him off.
My wife. They killed her. Damn Madanach. Damn his forsworn backside. Fine. You want to know what the Forsworn really are? They're my puppets. I have their king rotting in Cindha Mine. He was supposed to keep them under control. When their uprising was crushed, I had Madanach brought to me. He was a wild animal, but a useful one. I offered him a stay from execution if he used his influence to deal with any annoyances that came up. Competitors, agents, idiots. So I've let him run his little forsworn rebellion from inside Cindha Mine. Now he's out of control. My prison, the source of half the silver in Skyrim. The most secure prison in Tamriel. No one escapes. I thought keeping Madanach down there would keep him under control. You already got what you wanted, you damn hound. This is your fault. You and Madanak are animals, and I'll see you both rot to death in Cindha Mine for this. Now get out of my house.
We heading out? As you will, my Thane. I will protect you with my life.
The Treasury House is really just for patrons of the Silverblood family. You don't belong here.
Had to go and cause trouble. Now you have to pin all these recent murders on you. Silence witnesses. Work, work, work. Same thing we do with all the other natives who want to change things around here. We had a nice little deal going between Thonar and Madanak until you and Eltra started snooping around. Well, you wanted to find the man responsible for those killings. You'll have plenty of time with the King in Rags when you're in Cindha Mine. You'll never leave Markarth. Your best. Lucky hit. Best building. it? That's all you've got.
I'm on your side.
Halt! You're under arrest for murder and conspiracy against the city of Markarth. You aren't fooling me. Trusted witnesses have seen you commit several murders. And there are accounts of your suspicious behavior throughout the city. Now come quietly. You will never see the sun again. No one escapes Cindha Mine. No one.
All right, prisoner. Eyes front. You're in Cindha Mine now, and we expect you to earn your keep. There's no resting your hide in a cell in this prison. Here you work. You'll mine ore until you start throwing up silver bars. You got it? Don't get smart with me. I'm in charge. You keep it up, I'll have your toes cut off. All right, open her up. Now you, get down there.
What are you in for, new blood? Innocent. So was I, for the first one. The other murders were all me, though. My advice? Serve your time at the pickaxe and get out. You don't want to end up getting a shiv in the guts over a bottle of skooma. They come in here once a week to clean out the bodies, grab any ore we've mined, and beat down the troublemakers. That's the only time when we get food, too. And if there's not enough ore mined up, we don't get any. Small blade, easy to hide. I mean, sure, you could just swing a pickaxe into someone's face, but people tend to see that coming. Got a problem with a prisoner? Get a shiv. Here Grisvar has a spare, if you could get him to part with it. If you're asking, that means you're the new lifer. Tough luck, friend. Those guards sold you out, but good. No one talks to Madanak, I'm afraid. Not without getting past Borkle the Beast. And you don't want to talk to Borkle the Beast. Until next time.
sent here because someone said I was a Forsworn.
Jarl decided I was too much of a problem. Threw me in here with the Forsworn. The first time, thieving. The second time, thieving. The third time, thieving. It kinda keeps going like that. First it was 6 months, then a year, then 2 years. Now I'm in for life. Ah, you want protection? I can get you what you need. Maybe you could do something for me first. Duak has a bottle of skooma, finest distilled moon sugar. I'm shaking just thinking about it. Thank you, friend. Don't worry. I'll have that shiv ready for you.
Uh-huh. I'm innocent. The Nords framed me. I was nowhere near that murder weapon.
What do you think you're doing? Is someone there?
What are you in for, new blood? Violent one, huh? My advice? Sir, if you're at... No one talk... And you don't want to talk to Borkle the Beast. Got a problem with a prisoner? Get a shiv. Here, Grisva. Madanark's guard. Big, even for an orc. Heard he ripped a man's arm off and beat him to death with it. He's old-fashioned like that. Now, if you'll excuse me...
Ah, you want maybe you could do something for me first. Thank you, friend. Don't worry. I'll have that shiv ready for you. Uh-huh.
Other prisoners get suspicious when we talk to each other, so keep it down. You give me one more look, and and I cut you open. That skoom's mine. Getting the shakes, huh? All right, take it. Old gods keep you. All right then.
I got locked up one too many times. Here's your shiv. Promise you won't ever use it on me, okay? All right then.
The new meat. So soft, tender. What was it like killing your first one, huh? The gods have a place for killers. You can't carry the burden. You're weak. You want to talk to the king in rags? Fine. But first you gotta pay the toll. How about you get me a shiv? Not that I need one, but it's nice to have one in case I need to do some shaving. All right, head on in, but don't try anything in there. Monarch is smarter than you think. Murder, banditry, assault, theft, and lollygagging. All right then.
Well, well, look at you. Your kinsmen have turned you into an animal, Nord. A wild beast caged up and left to go mad. Well, well, look at you. Your kinsmen have turned you into an animal, Nord. A wild beast caged up and left to go mad. So, my fellow beast, what do you want? Answers about the Forsworn? Revenge for trying to have you killed? Do I? What about you? What right did you have to meddle in my affairs? Kill my people? Was it worth it? Your truth? You're one of us now, you see? A slave. The boot of your kinsman stepping on your throat. Maybe if you understood that, I could help you. There's a man named Breg inside these mines. Besides me, he's been here the longest. Tell him I sent you. Ask him why he's here. I want you to know how widespread the injustice of Markarth is. This was our land. We were here first. Then the Nords came and put chains on us, forbid us from worshiping our gods. Some of us refused to bow. We knew the old ways would lead us back to having a kingdom of our own. That is who we are. The Forsworn. Criminals in our own lands, and we will cut a bloody hole into the Reach until we are free. I had Markarth. My men and I drove the Nords out. We had won. So we thought. Retribution was swift. I was captured, quickly tried, and sentenced to death. But my execution never came. Thonar's Silverblood stopped it. He wanted the Forsworn at his call, that I would point their rage at his enemies and spare his allies. And I have. Humiliating at first, but I knew he would let his guard down eventually, that he would come to trust I was under control. Remember, it was the Nords who locked you up.
I was sent here because someone said I was a Forsworn.
Don't reach for a shiv around me or we'll both regret it. My story, huh? Everyone in Cindha Mine has a tale. Let's hear yours first. When was the first time you felt chains around your wrists? So you know what it's like to have your life in someone else's hands. Why should they get to decide? Isn't judgment for the gods? Do you have any family? Anyone waiting for you on the outside? I had a daughter once. She'd be 23 this year. Married to some hot-headed silver worker, or maybe on her own, learning the herb trade. The Nords didn't care who was and who wasn't involved in the Forsworn uprising. I had spoken to Madanak once. That was enough. But my little Aethra didn't want to see her papa leave her. She pleaded to the Jarl to take her instead. And after they made me watch as her head rolled off the block, they threw me in here anyway to dig up their silver. My daughter is the one who needs your pity. I'm just a poor Forsworn whose only regret is not killing more Nords before I was locked up. Till next time.
I left behind my daughter, Uale, when I was taken.
Do you remember the sun? Because you'll forget. Soon. Yeah, imagine hearing a story like that over and over. Each time a different family. Each time a different injustice. Your meddling above ground reminded me of how removed I've been from the struggle. My men and I should be in the hills, fighting. Yes, but I need a show of loyalty from you. I don't need a shiv in the back while we break out. Have you met Grisvar the Unlucky? He's rightly named, and he's also a thief and a snitch. He's outlived his minor usefulness. Take care of him, and then we can leave Cindha Mine for good. Ah, Bork will muscle one out of you on your way in? Fine. Take this one. Remember, it was the Nords who locked you up.
You serve your time by digging, so dig.
left behind my daughter, Uale, when I was taken.
You're a slave. You've finally become one of us. Come with me. I think it's time I announced my plans to you and your new brothers.
What's going on, Madanach? You wouldn't have old Grisvar killed unless you weren't planning on needing him.
My brothers, we have been here long enough. It's time to leave Cindha Mine and continue our fight against the Nords. Through this gate, just beside my quarters, is a tunnel. A tunnel that leads right through the old dwarven ruins of Markarth, into the city. Well, what do you say, my brothers?
The
Forsworn! I say you've earned an early pardon. Let's go. It's a little gift from the dwarves. Who knew they would end up helping our cause? We have to move. We'll talk more once we see the sky.
Get going.
Come on, move it. We have Nords to kill.
No turning back now.
While I have a word with our favorite outsider. I had Kai recover all the things the Nords stole from you. You better get ready before we break out into the city. And take this, it's blessed with the old magics. Something to remember me by. Now, I announce to all of Markarth that I have returned. Don't worry about your name. They'll know who to blame and fear after today. It'll take years, but I'll organize the Forsworn again. We'll reclaim our land, and then when power is ours, we'll have peace. A kingdom. Until then, let me offer you a warning. Beware the Forsworn. No place in the Reach is safe from us now. I had Kai recover all the things the Nords stole from. And take this, it's blessed with the old magics. Now, I know it'll take you. Until then... I had Kai recover all the things the Nords stole from you. Better get ready before we... Your family? You poisoned the Reach with your tainted silver for long enough, Thonar! Come on!
Oh no,
where are you?
That takes care of that.
Over here! Ha! Found you!
can't beat me!
You're making me angry. You like a...
Look, Silver
takes care of that.
His father before.
Dwarven city underneath the keep. The Schuenzel. Best steer clear if you don't want to snooze.
did this.
Guess it's all clear.
Blood and silver, friend. Blood and silver. Just turn around and leave the city. That's the smart move. Yeah.
So Madanak was behind those murders. Gods help us.